to invite all the speakers in the dais for this panel discussion. Requesting Shri Kaushlev Kumar Sinha, Chief Executive Officer, Jharkhand Agency for Promotion of IT, to join on the dais. Welcome him with a round of applause. Shri Siddharth Kumar Rai, Joint Director, Software Technology Parks of India. Shri Amitesh Anand, CEO, 366PI. Dr. Shikha Suman, Founder and CEO, Medimozo. Mayank Jain, Political Consultant, Ex-Associate, Indian Political Action Committee. Mr. Gautam Bora, Industry Expert. And Shri Sandeep Sharma, Officer on Special Duty, Commissionerate of Higher Education, Government of Gujarat. Welcome him with a round of applause. Gujarat to give his special address, and after that we have question answer on Jharkhand's new startup policy.
A very good evening to all of you. I'm very thankful to Jharkhand government and Elites Technomedia for giving me an opportunity to speak at this platform and sharing our experiences. I represent higher education in Gujarat. We look after 52 universities and more than 1,000 colleges in Gujarat. And since morning we have been listening, we have been hearing about from PSUs, from government departments, and from smart cities. Should we create that much of manpower needed to take all this forward? I think education is the source. Schools and college graduates are the source who will cater to this requirement, to this need, and these are the generation which is the future India and which will take our country forward. What we are discussing today. If you see the national data, we need 500 million skilled manpower by next 13th year plan, which is ending by 2022. And we have a lot of challenges also to achieve this target. We have universities, but there is no uniformity of courses in universities. We know there is a paucity of faculty. We don't find good faculty, or if the faculty is there, the faculty sometimes is not capable to deliver the exact content. There is not material, there is not enough training. The material is there, the computers are there, but where is the content? There is a lot of redundant and outdated systems which we have seen, and these are the core principles: accountability, access, and equity, which we look forward for our youth and to achieve this target. See, after visiting the various colleges and universities, we found there are certain challenges which we actually see here. There are a lot of schemes from state and central government, but our students, our faculty, our institutes are not aware. So awareness is the problem. Second is the documentation. A lot of things our colleges, university do, they do not document the things, and which is also needed for assessment and accreditation. Third thing is the mindset. Until unless we see the role of a teacher or a faculty not limited to a classroom, but extended role, which is on various extracurricular activities, research, minor research, extension activities, we are not going to move forward. With these thoughts, I will be sharing some of the initiatives, some of the schemes, which are very helpful for every state government. These are from the central government, and these are very good practices, I think. And whenever I go and whenever I talk about these practices, I feel sorry that our universities and education system is not aware of such unique and free of cost available resources, which are very useful for students and faculty. If you see that there are some specialized skills, we talk about skills, but until unless we map the skills with the local geographical conditions, we are not creating the skilled manpower. So, for example, for deserts, there should be a course in desert ecology. Similarly, for the coastal line states, there should be a course on aqua life, marine engineering, salt engineering, So unless we set up specialized universities, like there is Daksha Shakti University, there are children universities, there is an animal hostel, there are sports university, there are Sanskrit University, and there are other so many universities which are specially skilled for the special education. And I'm just skipping some of the slides. Say, I talk about a very unique program which we call RUSA. I think the people from education sector may be knowing about it. RUSA is Rashtriya Uchitar Shiksha Abhiyan, where a lot of funding under various components is given by MHRD for infrastructure, grant, development grant, model setting up of new model colleges. I think in the morning we heard from Mr. Ajoy there is a requirement for setting up new colleges. So it's a great platform. RUSA is a great opportunity for Jharkhand to set up new colleges and universities. PFMS we have been hearing. Bhuvan application is a special application developed by ISRO, where the policymakers can real-time monitor the every day or every month monitoring of the physical infrastructure of various buildings. There is a lot of schemes by UGC. So RUSA and UGC. Now there are two bodies working. Both have different funding patterns. Similarly, there is a state government funding. There is another very good initiative which we call PMMY, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, which is to promote entrepreneurship. It gives a loan from 50,000 to 10 lakh rupees. The Gujarat is a quite entrepreneurial state, so there are a lot of students actually taking benefit of this scheme. There is a choice-based credit system. So why do we need a science student? Should not go through a history student. So in the choice-based credit system allows that flexibility. The students from any discipline can take the credit courses from any other discipline. So a history student can take Newton's laws course, a science course, basically. There are various kinds of co-curricular and extracurricular activities which are required to be implemented in every universities. Research and innovation extension, these are the very imperative part for education system. There is a lot of major research proposals, and there's a lot of grant available with various funding agencies. IPR, intellectual property rights for students. These are need to be preserved from the final year engineering students and other management students who have done unique experiments, unique projects during their curriculum, the completion of course curriculum. Then there is a Sandhan. I think most of the universities face this problem of paucity of faculty. We don't find faculty here. I think technology is the only solution as of now, which I see, which can tackle this challenge. And there is a centralized studio which can be telecast. The student, if faculty can come and they can. I'm just running out my. See, there's a very good initiative. Just initially, I'm telling you in the next 2 minutes. One is InflipNet. What about e-library system? So InflipNet is a UGC arm where you can find a lot of the thousands and lakhs of e-books. And then there's a e-attendance. There is a CODOL, NME ICT, National Mission on Education using ICT, where every college can get 20 internet connections free of cost from MHRD. It is a 75-25 scheme. The ODOL on-demand online examination, e-content, MOOC, OOB, outcome-based education, outcome-based technical teaching and learning. So MPDL is another very interesting platform developed by 7 IITs and 1 ISC. National Program of Technology Enhanced Learning, very good, very useful for engineering students. A lot of video material is available free of cost to be downloaded. Then there is a IIT Bombay spoken tutorials, more than 23 courses. And you know the employability of the student when they get the courses, they get training, they get material, they get certification free of cost. Everything is free of cost. There are placement opportunities, National Transmission Mission I have put in the at the end. The documentation which I mentioned about NAC, I just go to the NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, and AAA and NBA, National Board of Accreditation. This is for technical education and higher education. There are only seven major criteria of an institution, and if they can get it, they can get a lot of grant from state and central government. This English communication skills are again a problem. Scope, there is a program in Scope called Scope in Gujarat where we have got more than 500,000, 5 lakh candidates, and they are now globally competitive. This alumni network, there is a need to create an alumni network. I think 95% of our colleges and universities do not have an alumni network. Only 5% have. And the alumni network is a great stand.
As a request, could you finish fast because the topic is a startup and this has nothing to do with the startup. So
yeah, this is just some of the initiatives which actually is in the morning we spoke about how the higher education institutes actually
but right now we are sitting to discuss the startup.
Sure. Actually, I was given the slot. Sure. So I'm just ending my presentation here. So there is a need. The only point I would sum up: documentation and leveraging the various schemes which are available free of cost for student and faculty. Thank you.